State are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp, as we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Gators will put total leather and we'll get started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, give on the inside. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Handoff from the gun. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Snagged out of the air. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air, it's Chop. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36, and it'll be first down.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires complete on the crosser. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The Gators with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Quarterback making checks. Second down, he'll throw it. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. Timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
And the Gators line it up with a 1st and goal. Wants to go up top on first down. A little screen to the running back. He's going for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Using his feet to buy time. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Coming out with it, it's Adams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give to the running back from the shotgun. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. First play of the period will be a second down. Quick release on the RPO. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Guys, you might know Florida State was once a women's college, didn't start playing football until later, and in fact, didn't start playing the Gators until 1958.
Even though they haven't been playing a long time, this game has featured so many of the biggest names in the sport. You think about Bobby Bowden, Steve Spurrier on the sidelines, Charlie Ward, Chris Wenke, Tim Tebow, Danny Werkle, Heisman Trophy winners. This game has had it all.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He's got him this time. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Seminoles are on the move. They'll move the wide receiver. The give from the gun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Takes a handoff. It's fired. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Quick completion on the out. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust. That's a really good stop on the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the score.
Yeah, it's that bend-don't-break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for us.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. They'll go to the air. Setting up the screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Trying to get it to the marker. Fights off the defender. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Fourth and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on fourth and short.
Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The option look. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense has it. They're on the move. There he goes to the right. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Gator! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The inside handoff. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Offense gets set for second down. up top. Got it in the middle. It's Garcia. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Back to pass on second down. He's got the back in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Puncks it out of the air. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. To the air on first down. Looking deep. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Got the quick completion. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Finds a seam. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Try to get it to the edge. And into the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! And the Gators have chomped down, and they put a little distance between themselves and
both of these teams always have lots of speed, but it's the Gators. They look like the faster team pulling away here in the second half. Big plays offensively, and their defense is really flying around.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Grabbed behind the line. It's Slater. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did, and I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
Sends it back in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the middle. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. And the Noles will line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week. Just called on one time. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. On the move at the 30. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Florida State. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners. Takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his back in the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does a linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
And he'll have to check his feelings after that lick, but he did get the first down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play.
There he goes. Gets it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch in the middle. It's Figueroa. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. The Seminoles headed quickly to the line. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warwick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think of swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag, that could take it to the house, make big plays.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Slater. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Noles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Grab near the marker. It's Meyer. Running through contact. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys on the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. We've reached a break. It's Florida with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down.
This receiver is so dangerous out in space, and it's a nice job by the QB getting him the ball early on the curl route. You see, once he has it, he's got some wiggle, he's got some shake, makes some defenders miss, and gets up the field.
The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Oh, those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to, talk about, say, think if we get this pick and we start taking this the other direction and we take points off of the scoreboard.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Caught in the backfield, it's Figueroa. He goes out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Pulls and fires complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. And the Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. Got it behind the line. It's Figueroa. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Going to swing it on second down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there and then create a negative play.
The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He now has 72 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on third and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out because this wasn't a great day.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. It can get a little heated, and it did in this Sunshine State showdown, but it couldn't stop the boys from old Florida from stealing the headlines in this one. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.